Respected co-sadhakas, welcome. Let us together salute Parabrahma Ishvara Adi Parashakti Mata, the Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Swaguru, and let us salute the Shruthi and our Adhisthana Devatas. May all of them fully protect us on this path spiritual. Ensure let us once more how we are trying our best to remain in the mood of inspiration, how much undeterred we are being a sadhaka, in being a sadhaka, how strong we are, regular we are in the shravana of the great guidance from the masters, shrotas. How much is the jignasa in us? Are we watering that plant? How much stronger is the mumukshita in us? And how much we are rooted deeply in being a shishya, in being a bhakta. And are we finding the required vairagya? So too, are we finishing our obligations and duties by serving the world in whatever the place we are placed, with whatever duties we are given? Then how much we are loving our Sanatana Dharma and doing our best for its sustenance and spreading. Narayana. Ensure all these things. Now, a deluded person cannot be a right thinker. And a person who is not able to think properly will always be in delusion, in taking wrong decisions by the wrong assessment of everything inside and outside. And that non thinking, wrong thinking, delusion, wrong assessment, wrong decisions taken make us do also the wrong things, yielding the wrong results. Here, Rama is helping us to think. When we start thinking, the delusions get reduced. And surprisingly, when the delusions get reduced, our thinking becomes again sharper, subtler, correct, true, beautiful. Again, that thinking, by giving us little better understanding, reduces the delusion. So, therefore, follow the Shastra Jnanam, follow the Shastra Adhenam, gain the Jnanam, reduce the delusions. The proof of reduction in the delusion is more deeply studying Shastras, understanding the life and its goal and means, etc., in a better manner. When that's clear, then why are we deluded again? We will not be. So, Vicharana, Jnana, Moha Nirmulanam. Moha Nirmulanam, Vicharanam, Jnanam. Jnanam, Moha Nirmulanam, Vicharana. In this way, we have to go on by taking the help of Shastra Adhenam, increasing our Vicharana Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and reduce the Moha Maya. Thus, live a fruitful life. Finally, the fruitful life is in discovering the truth only, reality only. When do we discover it? All that is a important question. Yet, the thing is, are we convinced or not? Have we started or not? So, you are in these both efforts of getting convinced as well as starting to do the sadhana. Conviction is happening through regular study of Shastras and sadhana we are consciously doing even few moments or minutes where we are assessing the whole world to be nothing but delusion mithya. Bhagavan alone is reality. I myself with my all upadhis again is not real. The self in me, deeply seated in the core of my heart, is the reality. Okay. This Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana guiding us in this aspect. Let us encash this guidance given with the best of our abilities to the best of our purposes or fulfillments. We are into the Vairagya Prakaranam, 20th Sarga. Avastha Vigarahanam is the topic under discussion. Yavanavastha. Earlier we saw the Balyavastha, Jugupsa Varnanam. Before that, Trishna, then Chitta, then we have seen the Lakshmi Vigarhanam, Jivana Vigarhanam itself, Ahankara, Bhayankara. That was the very detailedly dealt. So after this, we will see the Stri Jugupsa Karanam. Thereafter, we will see the Vardhakyavastha Vigarahanam. So by all this, the thickly, deeply rooted delusions and misunderstandings about me as a jiva and the world as real, and it has to be pursued. This, because of which we are again and again getting caught up in the snare of Janma Marana, Samsara Bandhana, that gets reduced. So beautiful are these topics. Of course, they are heavy. Of course, they are not so easy to understand, to implement in today's terrible Kali Yuga world. But at least we can start sowing the seeds of that for them to sprout in their own right time. We are doing the sowing the seed aspect. Mind you, while studying these Shastras, try to implement them. Along with that, be absolutely normal in the life regarding whatever is to be done. उसको होने दो. Let the prarabdha go on. Let what we have to do as dharma to the world that go on. Let us be regular in our Shastra Dhyanam and understanding, and a bit of that sadhana let us do. What best cementing can be added to all this is our prayers to Bhagavan, to the Guru, Shruti Mata. Oh Lord, keep me intact in your path. In the path reaching you, strengthen my knowledge, ability to do sadhana smoothly, beautifully. Whatever obstructions, self created, all of them I know, may I be able to cross those obstructions, hurdles, impediments, speed breakers, etc., delicately, smoothly, without much pain anywhere. Come to my rescue wherever I struggle in managing the world, struggle in conquering the world, struggle in detaching from the world, struggle in tuning to you, in doing the things required to tune to you. Wherever I am going, wherever it's becoming hard to me, tough to me, come, help me, protect me, strengthen me, give the confidence, give the initiation, give the inspiration, give the strength, hold my hand and to take me further ahead. Oh Lord, till the sadhana is not started, there's nothing problem in life. Only when the sadhana starts, the journey starts. How many impediments, the thorns, the pebbles, the rough and tough roads en route are there, infinite, uncountable. It is you alone who can hold my hand and take along with you. ये तो बहुत ज़रूरी है. साधना शुरू करने वालों को शुरू से ही सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट साधना भगवान को अपने साथ रखना, लेके जाना. Yes. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसंपदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादौ को न याति पराङ्गतिम्। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरु देवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्ति सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पुरोभिवृद्धि अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम राम मंदिरवत् समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु नित्य निरंतर साधना शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना ज्ञानादीनां सत्संगादीनां यज्ञादीनां द्वारा समस्त विश्वे धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ प्राप्ति द्वारा व्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व संरक्षण पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। उत श्री महर्षि वाल्मीकि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं प्रथम प्रकरणं वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यत सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ विंशः सर्गः युवावस्था विगर्हणं जुगुप्साकरणं नाम। श्रीरामचंद्र उवाच। श्रीराम उवाच। ओके मित्रों, we are seeing yesterday the mantra number 21 onwards. Let us do. Hmm? What is the 21 mantra? So the topic is Yuvavastha Vigarahanam. This ensuring of Yuvavastha by right thinking so that we get detached from it because Yuvavastha also we are all so crazy and arrogant and therefore indulgent in the world. Thus, keep away from the liberating spiritual sadhana. We have to protect ourselves. Therefore, we have to do vigaranam of that and then devalue it from the mind. Hope we are understanding the treatments that Rama is doing to our so much caught up mind in the world through our upadhis. So, Naram Tarala Trushnartim Yuvanamiha Sadhavah Pujayanti Natuchinnam Jarat Trunalavam Yata. So, Naram, है ना? Human beings, Tarala Trishna Arti. We have the freshness of the Trishna continuously. And Trishna Krita Karma not giving the result, they were Arti to that Yuvanam. So, Yuvanam Naram. Tarala Trishna Artim Naram. Chinnam Naram. Naram means the human being. The Yuvanam, the youth, Tarala Trishna Arthim, fresh in it. Taralata means fresh and restless. Having so many Trishnas, and in the effort of fulfilling them, when he is in Arti and Chinnam, always he is in the Chinna Bhinna Avastha of the shattered mind and intellect. Such person, Sadhavaha Natu Pujayanti. They don't have value, respect to them. What do on the other hand? Jarat Truna Lavam Yata. They only devalue them like a blade of grass only. So, a lesson for us is let us not feel sympathy with our own youth when we are in the youth avastha doing all nonsense. So too, when we have the youth around us in the form of children, etc., educate them more than showing sympathy for all the nonsense they do of worldliness of having so many trishnas, so many artis, so many chedanas, chinnatvas. So sympathy thoda dikhave to gain him into our confidence. Once he comes, educate him. If we do sympathizing or sympathy, other words is supporting him or justifying him, he will get caught up in that web more and more. Hmm. So if somebody comes, I failed in my exam, the youth, or that girl is not loving me. Or hey, you failed in the exam so bad it is, I tell you. The government is very bad, the God is not conducive to you. I really feel sorry for you. ऐसा नहीं बोलना चाहिए. Or really that girl is not what you say, uh, cheating you or all of that. I will feel sympathy with you. ये नहीं बोलना. उसको कहना अच्छा फेल हो गए, no never mind, point 1 2, but let us discuss. You are the one who have lost in your mind, in your distraction. Therefore, due efforts you have not put. Lesson, learn the lesson from it. Now put the effort. Show to yourself, not to the world, that you are capable, you can be successful. So too, all these things are not correct for you as a human being, as a youth. Focus only on your life career. So in that way, we have to educate him, not sympathy and justifying, supporting him. That is the meaning. Both ways. If I am in youth, this is how I have to contemplate. If a youth is in my life as a son or grandson or anyone, उसको ऐसे समझाना. Now comes next one. नारायण. नाशायैव मदार्थस्य दोषमौक्तिकधारिणः अभिमानमहेवस्य नित्यालानं हि यौवन. Very typical are these shlokas of Rama. Takes so much dimag to understand and explain. Very tough it is. Not so as simple as other texts. We don't know whether he's appreciating or depreciating. And he's doing both in one go. Very subtle the difference. Catch करने में only Rama Krupa, Vishwamitra Vasishta Krupa will make us correctly understand the purpose for which these texts are given. But Krupa hogi when we pray to them and we catch it. A typical example is this shloka. What he says, Abhimana Maha Ibhasya. ये गाली दे रहे कि ये अप्रिशिएट कर रहे नहीं बता. The one who is like a Abhimana Maha, huge heavy elephant because of his Abhimana. This Abhimana is arrogance or self-respect. दोनों में देख सकते. अभिमान नामक महा हाथी के समान, मता हाथी के समान अभिमान रखने वाला. And Madarthasya, the one who has got the arrogance in him, that also taken is positive or negative. To such person, dosha mauktika dharinaha, who is wearing the mauktika mala of all the dosha shortcomings. This yavanam, yuva avastha, is nitya alanam, is a continuous blocking iron chain. So the positive way of saying is what? You are such a person of youthhood in which our abilities, energies are like that of an elephant. With those energies and abilities, any great goal you can achieve. But a youth, for you, your own youth age is like iron chain which blocks you or ties you down, not allowing you, the elephant, to work for success. By the yuva avasthas, all the nonsenses you involve in. That is the positive way of saying. Other way of saying is the yuva avastha is an iron chain. Okay. Is it alanam? Nitya alanam hi yauvanam. Yauvanam itself is alanam. Okay. What it does? It it makes an elephant out of us. And like the elephant has mauktika dharanam, we have the mauktika of all doshas in us. And elephant has the arrogance, we also as a youth, abhimana itself is our arrogance. Then third one, madarthasya. Like the elephant has the madajala, we also have the ego in us. So arrogance and ego and shortcomings all, which these three are natural in the youth age, they themselves become the iron chains because of which in that youth age right direction and right effort and right growth doesn't happen. Everybody goes through that. Ego within oneself, arrogance with the world around, and dosha mauktika, all the dosha in the thinkings as well as in actions. You know, crossing all the rules, limitations, everything is broken. You will not listen to anybody. Seeking the freedom, मेरी मर्जी. ये सब युवावस्था में होता है. बाल्यावस्था, somebody tells strongly out of fear, he listens. Old age he himself learns and tries his best. But युवावस्था में न कुछ जानता है न किसी को सुनता है. Okay. Now, मनो विपुल मूलानाम दोषाशी विषधारिणाम शोष रोदन वृक्षाणाम यौवनम बत काननम. So Yuvavastha is like a forest. Yauvanam is a kanana. In the Yuvavastha forest, what are the trees? Shosha Rodana Vrukshana. Shoshana means dry, exhaustion, fatigueness. Therefore, Rodana, misery, disappointments. So, the dryness, fatigue, and misery, disappointment, they are the vrukshas in the Yavana Kanana forest. Then dosha ashi vishadharina, in that the terrible vishayukta serpents are there, which are dosha. Dosha, one word again used, understand that not following rules, regulations, not doing the correct things of dharma punya, only dosha yukta jivan. Karma mein dosha, vicharan mein dosha, vani mein dosha, that itself is visha. They are the ashi, the serpents. Like in the forest, the serpents are there, trees are there. Serpents are all the dosha, poisonous. Then the trees are Shosha Rodana Vrikshanam. And then what it has got? Mano Vipula Moolanam. To the tree, the Moola is Mana with all its variety of sankalpas. So, it's a good picture it is. Ki, Yuvavastha is the forest, is that forest of the trees in which Shosha and Rodana is there, and those trees are coiled down by the serpents of the dosha adi, and to those Shosha Rodana tree, the roots are Manovipula, the mind uncontrolled whims and fancies. So, uncontrolled and whims and fancies of the mind as the roots. Therefore, doing all wrong things as the serpents coiled are the trees of Shosha and Rodana, and that is what is the Yuvavastha named jungle. युवावस्था नामक जंगल में पेड़ है, वो पेड़ शोष रोदन के समान है, उनका मूल है मन के संकल्प आदि, और उसमें चारों तरफ फैले हुए हैं जहरीले नाग सर्प, वो है अनेक दोष युक्त कर्म. So dosha yukta karma are the serpents in and around the tree. The root of the tree is the mana, it's sankalpa vikalpa. And tree itself is what? Rosha, shosha and rodana. Driedness, exhaustion, fatigue. Rodana is disappointment, misery, frustration. In the way, yuvavastha mein, because sankalpa of the mind, we do all the poisonous actions resulting in the drying up and misery. See the comparison, how difficult it is to understand that and then try to explain. And so difficult for me to say, how difficult for you to catch. I know that's why from this class people run away never to come back. बड़े बड़े वहाँ हंसते अभी भागे. But I will try to continue. I will not give up by myself unless the Lord says enough of it. अब तक तो चल रहा है इंस्पिरेशन. आई डोंट नो, भगवान कहे चलो वैराग प्रकरण करके छोड़ दो, आई मे लीव. If you're not deserving, not having capacity, not having the stamina to study, how does it matter? हो सकता है, I don't know. Now, next. रसकेसर संबाधम कुविकल्प दलाकुलम दुश्चिंता चंचरीकाणाम पुष्करम विद्धि यौवनम. In this shloka, the Yuvavastha is compared with the Pushkara lotus. The lotus has the only three aspects are told here: petals, and the karnikas are the kesaris, and in the lotus, the bhavra which come there to have the honey, etc. Yuvavastha is a lotus. For this lotus, the Pushkara is lotus. Pushkaram vidhi yauvanam, yauvanam pushkaram iti vidhi. Yuvavastha is like a lotus. So what are the kesaras in that? Rasa kesara sambhada. Means various tastes for the worldly objects. In brackets, therefore, millions of desires. They are the pollen grains or the kesara जो हर एक फूल के अंदर जो होते हैं. रस नामक केसर से बना हुआ. Then कुविकल्प दला आकुलम. What are the dalas? The lotus has beautiful dalas, no? This Yuvavastha named lotus has the dalas of that kuvikalpa. Kuvikalpa means aneka aneka. Ku means negative, V means viparita, kalpa means kalpanas. All contrary thinkings, imaginations, projections, desires, etc. They are the dala of this lotus called as युवावस्था. युवावस्था नामक लोटस के दल है कुविकल्प, केसरिया है, केसर है, रस, टेस्ट फॉर द वर्ल्डली थिंग्स, शब्द स्पर्श गंध एंड ऑल भोग. रस केसर संवादम कुविकल्प दल आकुलम. Then duschinta chancharika. What is the chancharika? The bhavra duschinta. The tension, worry, anxiety as to how to fulfill those desires, and by hook or crook I will do them. That's called duschinta. And when they are not fulfilled, disappointment, dejection. Even if fulfilled, I want it more and more. This duschinta are the bhavana which are mandara rahe there, and the petals are got the kuvikalva, and the case area rasa. For this yuvavastha called a lotus power, lotus like. देखो क्या बढ़िया एग्जाम्पल. Now on that we have to contemplate. We are tried here only in understanding the meaning of shloka. Contemplating on that, therefore, getting detached from this Yuvavastha identity. Big task it is. But Rama has achieved it. What a height of his thinking, understanding, wisdom, detachment. बाबा राम जी और रावणादि को मारे, उनके लिए तो हम प्रणाम करते ही हैं, बट मिलियन टाइम्स ग्रेटर देन दैट इज दिस वन, है ना. दैट रामा किल्ड ओनली वन रावण, बट दिस नॉलेज ऑफ रामा गिवन will kill every ravana in every heart if they study this. Jnana, Rama Rupi Jnana, Jnana Rupi Rama eliminates the Jiva Rupi Ravana more effectively than the Avatara Rama who finished only one Ravana. Clear? One more shloka. Ki Kruta Kruta Kupakshanam Hrutsarasthira Charinam Adi Vyadi Vihanganam Alayo Navayavvanam. So, Alayaha Navayavvanam. This Navayavvanam, the fresh youth age, is Alayam, place of staying, like a nest. So, Yuvavastha is a place of stay, like a nest, N-E-S-T. Naturally, when you use the word nest, you will immediately ask the question. Nest is generally for the birds. So, which are the birds which are having the Yuvavastha as Alaya, place of stay? So the birds are explained in 2 or 3 words. First, Kruta Akruta Kupakshanam. Kruta Akruta Kupaksha. Paksha means wings. Kupaksha means the negative wings. What are that? Kruta and Akruta. Kruta Akruta means Kruta is doing that which is not to be done. Obviously, context में उसको ऐसे ही समझना है. Akruta means not doing which is supposed to be done. जो करना वो नहीं करना, जो नहीं करना वो करना, वही दुष्ट पक्ष है पक्षी का. उसको रहने का स्थान है युवावस्था. कृत अकृत कुपक्षाणाम, कृत अकृत जो कुपक्ष रखता है, फिर हुत सरस तीर चारिणाम, है ना. इन द रिवर ऑफ हृदय, इन द व्हाट यू कॉल, इन द banks of the river of Hrutsaras, means in the mind only all the sankalpas vikalpas come. Then Adi Vyadi Vihangana. So which are the actual birds? Adi Vyadi Vihanga, the birds of Vyadhis, various desires, diseases, Adi, the mental Kshobhas. So, various physical disease, mental tortures or tensions, named birds which are in the Tira of the Manosaras, having Kruta Akruta Paksha. To those Pakshis, this Yuvavastha is an abode to stay. तो युवावस्था में हमारे अंदर ये जो व्हाट यू कॉल आदि व्याधि विहंगा विल बी देयर, हैविंग कृत अकृत पक्ष, एंड दे आर इन द निवास ऑफ मनोस्थिर, है ना. हृत्सरस तीर चारिणाम, हृदय रूपी सरस के तीर में, कार बैंक्स में, ये जो विहंगम है आदि व्याधि विहंग बर्ड्स which have the Kruta Kruta Paksha, and their abode is Yuvavastha. बढ़िया है कि नहीं श्लोक. कृताकृत कुपक्षाणां हृत्सरस्थिरचारिणां आदिव्याधि विहंगानां आलयो नवयौवनम. मेन सेंटेंस इज विहंगानाम आलयः नवयौवनम. पक्षियों का रहने का स्थान है युवावस्था. एक्चुअली विच पक्षीज? आदिव्याधि पक्ष, द पक्षी बर्ड्स ऑफ diseases and mental disturbances. And naturally, Pakshis stay near the rivers and also means go for their food, etc. And then they have the wings. And what is the river's bed, or river's what you call, not bed, Tira, for these Adivyadi Pakshis to go and prey upon or get its food? Manastira. What is a Manastira? Harutsaroja. Harutsaroja means from the Hridaya, from the Vasanas, the Utpatti of the Kamana Ityadi. So then, what is it? Kruta Akruta Kupakshanam. देखो क्या पोएटिक है. It is calling for such a deep thinking for understanding it. So in my life, Adi Vyadi are there in my Yuvavastha because I, by being near the Hrutsaraha, entertaining all negative thoughts, desires like the fishes, etc., use my pakshas of Kruta Akruta. Therefore, I am getting Adi Vyadi. हृदय रूपे सरोवर में उत्पन्न कामना रूपी मछलियों को खाने के लिए पाप पुण्य रूपी और जो करना नहीं करना, जो नहीं करना करना रूपी कृत अकृत पक्षों के कारण मैं नामक विहंग कौन आदि व्याधि से सफर कर रहा हूँ इस युवावस्था में. सो आदि व्याधि विहंगानाम आलय नवयवनम. So this poetic description, if you keep aside, in Yuvavastha, just because of so many desires, passions coming out of the heart, by and by not doing what is to be done, both physically we suffer and sufferings, mentally also we suffer. That is the simple meaning. अब पोइट्री भी लगाया भगवान ने इसको एग्जाम्पल्स लेकर पक्षी का. So in this, it is Alaya, the nest. In the before shloka, it was a lotus. Before that, it was a forest. Before that, it was an iron chain. Before that, Bhagavan said, Narunyeti Chintavi. Every shloka has some or the other comparison. Badhiya ki nahi. It's a very tough exercise for the Buddhi. Those who study such tough texts, we could study the Dhyatma Ramayanam without break, all those 555 days total. The blessing of that only, I'm 100% sure that we are given permission and little ability to even study the Yoga Vaashishtha Mahara. Unless some great Mahagnani yogis, very rare in number, in the so-called big Mahatmas also, they might have gone through some aspect of Yoga Vasishtha, never get a chance to study like this one by one shlok. Bhagavan is pleased with our Valmiki Ramayana study. Therefore, he gave us opportunity to study Adhyatma Ramayana. Because we did it also patiently, Bhagavan is giving us this study. Just like Ishakena Kata up to Aitareya we studied, therefore Bhagavan is giving us chance to study Shvetashvatara, in which all Upanishads, all Purana, all Shastras are quoted for the driving of the definite knowledges in our heart. Moksha by Jnana. Jnana by only Upanishad Adhyanam. Karma will not give moksha, but without karma, antakarna shuddhi will not come. Without antakarna shuddhi, jnana will not come. Without jnana, the moksha will not come, which is the essence of all Upanishads. So we are studying in the beginning of Shvetashvatara. It is a blessing of result of our earlier Upanishad study. Just like Yoga, so Samadhi Pada, Sadhana Pada, we studied. Now we are being tempted with the Siddhis and Vibhutis in the Vibhuti Pada. And summary is given to us, अपने चित्त को संयम करो, उससे ये सिद्धियां आपको मिलेंगे. सिद्धियों के वास्ते कम से कम पहले संयम करो. Then the gurus will guide, Bhaiya, this संयम is for चित्तवृत्ति निरोधा and kaivalya prapti, not for siddhi. Because every text we are studying now is the result of the blessings of the Lord because of our earlier consistency. Just like this also, same, पुण्य कर्म भी करो, ऐसे उत्तम अवसर मिलते रहते हैं. साधनाएं भी शुरू करो, और पाप. Start doing puja, he will give chance for bhajan kirtan. Start doing bhajan kirtan, he will give chance for japa. Start doing the japa, he will give manana nididhyasana. He will take us into the dhyana. ये तो पक्की बात है हमारा. This is another example. Adhyatma Ramayana is not just Rama Valmiki Ramayana. Is Rama of Adhyatma Ramayana. And Adhyatma Ramayana drama started when Rama was Rama of 15 years old, where you will see what he is, in Adhyatma Ramayana तत्वज्ञानी राम पता होता है. But तत्वज्ञान शुरू कहाँ से हुआ? From Viveka Vairagya and listening from Guru like any disciple. Is shown to us in this text. Very fascinating. Very, we should have a lot of tremendous energy, willpower, willingness, and effort. Then we will really enjoy it. Because of the exhaustion in studying and is telling it only that the next Shivananda Lahari, more than one shloka I am not able to know. Because इसमें थकावट हो जाती है पूरा. The subject is like that. Shlokas and the meaning and the understanding. Only one we are doing in Shivananda Lahari. Equally weighted are every shloka here. 10 we are doing. 7. Okay. Anyway, idea is we are blessed. Jadanam gata sankhyanam kallolanam vilasinam anapekshita maryadaha varidhir navayauvanam. So in this shloka, Yuvavastha is compared with Varidhi, the ocean. Ocean, Samudra. Okay. What is it? Uh, mm, so in any of the ocean, obviously the waves and the banks, these two are there. So to the ocean of the Yuvavastha, what are the waves inside? What are the banks in the both sides of this side? Okay, then here Jadanam Gata Sankhyanam. Jada means not out of knowledge and maturity. Jada means out of ignorance and delusion only. In Yuvavastha named Samudra, Gata Sankhyanam, countless Kallolanam, which create Kallola disturbance, Vilasinam, the Vilasa. So the plenty thoughts and indulgences. Plenty thoughts means desires, etc., and indulgences, which are jada, meaningless and fruitless. These are the uncounted waves in the ocean of Yuvavastha. Ocean में waves होते हैं. Yuvavastha is an ocean. The waves are jada, asankhya, uh, jada, sankhya rahita, asankhya, kallola, vilasina. Vilasa means the inner desires and outer indulgences. Vilas Purush bolte hai. So that Vilasa with full of kallola in the mind and uncounted, but all of them are jada. So jada, असंख्याक कल्लोल निर्माण करने वाले विलास रूपी लहरों का स्थान है युवावस्था नामक समुद्र. Okay, now what are the banks? Ki anapekshita maryadaha. So, anapekshita maryada means those things which we don't want. They are the limits for this Yuvavastha named ocean. What we don't want are the old ages and dukkhas. We can't stop becoming the old with the tiredness, exhaustion here. Jara is the word generally used for old age. Here, Jara means exhaustion and tiredness. Dukkha is misery. That is a color like samudra. उस शोर को पार करके नहीं जाता. तो युवावस्था, दिस फैटिगनेस, डिस्टर्बेंस एंड दुख, उसको पार करके फैटिगलेसनेस एंड दुख राहित्य, दिस ओशन ऑफ युवावस्था कैनॉट गो. And within the ocean, the big waves. The waves are the vilasas. But what are the vilasas in? Jada, Gata Sankhya, Kallola. Means unintelligent, countless, creator of disturbances. So countless unintelligent disturbance creating so many waves are there in this ocean of Yuvavastha. And if it wants to cross it, it can't. Or it cannot cross the shores. The strong shores are the Jara and Dukkha, the tiredness, exhaustion, etc. And Dukkha is the miseries, regrets, guilts, insults, etc. Because what is done is Jada, actions, etc. ओके दैट वे ओशन के साथ यहाँ कंपेयर किया जडानाम गत संख्यानाम कल्लोलानाम विलासिनाम अनपेक्षित मर्यादः वारिधिः नव यौवनम विजय समुद्र ओके नौ वन मोर श्लोक सर्वेषां गुण सर्गाणां परिरूढ़ रजस्तमाः अवनेतुम् अवनेतुं स्थितं दक्षः विषमो यौवनानिलः. In this shloka, the Yuvavastha is compared with the terrible, uncontrollable winds. Yauvana anilaha, Yauvana samudraha, Yauvana atavi, Yauvana hathi elephant, Yauvana pushkara, Yauvana every shloka kuch na kuch hai. Either anila, fire, wind. Okay. Go. You know, example, it can be the birds which made nests in the tree, or even spiders made their own webs. रहने के लिए. Then the wind came, so terrible. That lifted all the dust, etc., from the ground, attacked these nests as well as the webs made by the spiders, and they destroyed. Okay? So the nests of the birds as well as the webs of the spider are all sadgunas in us, which are natural innate. Because of that only we are as human being born. But they are being broken, shattered. Because of the winds, because of the dust that is are coming from the ground. And the dust of all negative actions, etc., negative thoughts, etc. And who is the wind who is bringing up this dust? Yuvavastha. So सद्गुण रूपी पंछियों के निवास स्थान को नाश करने वाला दुर्गुण रूपी धूल मिट्टी को ले आने वाला है युवावस्था रूपी वायु. हिंदी में बोलो तो थोड़ा आसान हो रहा है than English. English is bhoga bhasha. It's not a jnana bhasha or yoga bhasha. What to do? That is the meaning of this shloka. Sarvesham guna sarganam. Of all the sadgunas, projection or creation and utilization in us. For all the sadgunas, pariruda rajastamaha. You know, the creator of the lot of the rajaha, the mitti, etc., and thereby creating tamaha, the ignorance of darkness of tamas. तो सद्गुण हो गए सत्वगुण से आते हैं और रजोगुण मीन्स रजोगुण तमह मीन्स द तमोगुण तम इज darkness is compared with tamoguna and then the dust is compared with the rajoguna sadgunas are compared with the sattva-guna. Today 6th of April 2024 day after tomorrow is the Surya Grahanam. Sampurna afternoon it will start 9 to 1 4 hours it will be there around exactly I don't know. मैं ज्योतिषी नहीं हूँ बाबा. So that time you will see पूरा अंधकार दिन में. So you have seen when Trunavarta attacked Gokula. So much dust etc. he created that daytime the whole Gokula became as if dark night only. So Yuvavastha named wind by bringing the Rajoguna named dust, by bringing the Tamoguna named darkness, it covers the Sattva-guna named Sadgunas. Like the wind comes, makes the whole light as dark, गंधेरा बनाएगा and also by projecting the धूल मिट्टी. So sarvesham gunasarganam, for all the sadgunas for them to be created and used, pariruda rajastamaha, overpowered by the rajas, the dust, tama, darkness. Then apanetum sthitam dakshaha, to remove that light of sadgunas, capable and stationed are the dust and darkness of rajas and tamas created in the yuvavastha. Vishamaha yavana anilaha. तो विषम यौवन अनिल दक्ष है, विषम यौवन अनिल स्थित है अपने दक्ष साथी के साथ, अपने तुम रिमूव करने के लिए क्या, सर्वेषां गुण सर्गाणाम, सारे सद्गुणों, ऐसा परिरूढ़ रजस्तमाह, by projecting the dust of rajoguna, darkness and ignorance and delusion of tamoguna. You can see in युवावस्था में इंटरनेट में the knowledge नहीं होता, darkness, delusion and full of rajoguna, of desires, bad qualities, talents, वो सब उड़ जाते हैं because of this rajastamas. Anila removes the sadgunas by bringing the durgunas of rajas and tamaha, which are mentioned here as dust as well as the darkness. So wind comes, brings the dust and darkness and removes the light. Yuvavastha is there to bring the rajoguna and tamaguna and subsides or eliminates the sattoguna and its possibilities. And this Yuvavastha is Vishamaha, Dakshaha, Sthitaha. Very terrible, very capable, very certainly seated only to eliminate that sattva by projecting rajotamo. कितना बच के रहना पड़ेगा देखो. Okay, one more. Here it is called as in this next sloka, the Avastha is compared with the dust. When heavy winds come, the dust comes. When the dust comes, it falls on our face and removes all the original natural beauty of our face. The dust covers our face. There are some examples you can see in Krishna avatar. Bhagavan Krishna evening, when he used to come from grazing the calves along with the children, सुबह कितने सज धज के जाते थे ना, बढ़िया नहा के पीताम्बर विताम्बर वनमाला पहन के मोर मुकुट सारा, मदर मस्ट बी पुटिंग ऑन लेपनम्स, और ये वाला दृष्टि का काला वाला, so cute, and this fellow comes in the evening, all the बाल बिखेरे हुए, माला टूटा हुआ, whole body everywhere dust, जहां भी देखो नाखूनों में dust, because he is such a naughty fellow. He will play with children, with the cows, with the deers, with the more. पानी में, रेत में, मिट्टी में, इतना करेगा रे बाबा, पूरा धूल धूल के साथ ही comes. Then Yashoda ji must be washing him in washing machine every day. कपड़े धोना आसान है भैया, कृष्ण को नहीं, so कृष्णा washing machine. कृष्ण के कपड़े को तो धो दी, कृष्ण को washing machine में धोया. This Yuvavastha is like this dust which covers the beauty of our personality. That's why youth को कोई पसंद नहीं करता, तो arrogant ही करता, but उसके अंदर इतने अच्छे गुण हैं, but दिखते नहीं. That Yuvavastha's arrogance like a dust, it covers all the goodness of that youth. कोई पसंद नहीं करते youth को use करना चाहते हैं, but पसंद नहीं करते. That is the next sloka. So nayanti pandutam vaktram, तो फेस को पांडु बनाता है. पांडु इन संस्कृत सफेद रंग, like Raja Pandu has got that roga because his whole face is white. From his time onwards, that particular roga called as Pandu roga because Raja Pandu had that. Pandu roga is called Pandu roga because Raja Pandu, पांडवों के पिताजी. So you have a word nayanti pandutam vaktram, it makes the face pale whitish. Then vaktram akulava karotkataha, आकुल अवकर उत्कटाः आरोहन्ति परां कोटिं रूक्षा यौवन पांसवः. So that yavana pamsaha, the youthhood's dust, when it becomes exaggeratedly spread or what is all blowing in the sky or what you call floating in the sky, it just comes onto our face and makes that panduta in our face. Okay. Then how this yavana pamsu, the dust comes up, akula avakara utkataha. Akula avakara utkataha. Akula means disturbance. Disturbance means avakara means doing. Avakara means doing wrongly. Utkata means extremely. Doing extremely wrong things. Doing extremely wrong things is the cause of this dust to come up. मीन्स युवावस्था में गलतियां करते चेहरा पूरा सफेद सफेद पहला इट बिकम पेल PALE. Pale means what? He is now himself also feels regretted and disturbed. Others also feel disgusted with him. तो धूल मिट्टी है जमीन पे, आकाश में उड़ा, चेहरे पे गिरा. धूल मिट्टी युवावस्था उड़ा आकाश में बिकॉज ऑफ द युवावस्था. दिस थिंग आकुल अवकर उत्कटाः. उत्कट अवकरना है आकुलता के कारण. आकुलता इज डिजायर एंड डिजायर क्रिएटेड डिस्टर्बेंसेस. Desire created disturbance, akulata. Utkata means uncontrollable. Because of this desire created disturbances, uncontrolled. Avakara. Ava means negative. Kara means doing. So the bad doings because of uncontrollable desires is the one which brings this dust from the ground and covers the faces. So Vaktram Pandutam Nayanti Akula Avakarotkataha Yavana Pamsavaha Arohanti Param Kotim Ruksha. Ruksha means very itching type of this युवावस्था named dust. So क्या क्या ढूंढ के राम जी एग्जाम्पल दे रहे for the युवावस्था. So we have seen today almost 21 से 28 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 श्लोक we could see. Now next one दुष्कृत श्री यौवन चंद्रमाः, then मनोभृंगः विषय अवट. So some more are there. We need 2 or 3 more. Not many, only 43 are there. 35 तक करेंगे. So 36 etc. Day after tomorrow it will be done. In the same way, the जरावस्था का भी हमको only 36 श्लोक है, वो 4 दिन में हो जाएगा. In that way, one by one chapter, we just relaxedly study to begin with. Okay. उसके बाद काल अपवाद, उसका भी 45 श्लोक. Then one of them is Kala Vilapa, Kala Vilasa, which has only 10 shlokas. Then we have another Sarga which talks about Krutanta Vilasa, Mrityu Vilas, talks in 32 shlokas. In that way they are there. आराम से देख लो. ओम पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री राम. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं नेमाविद तस्य भासा सर्वतो नारायण दाशरथाय तत्पुरुषाय नमो ब्रह्म ब्रह्म. बोल श्यावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोल श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण दिव्य शास्त्र की जय. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की नमः. पार्वती पति हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गो जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय राम. अम्बे अम्बे आदि पराशक्ति समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. A great patience you have. Wonderful friends. Continue. Yeah. Narayana Hare